Today we're going to be checking out this brand new 2026 Toyota Tundra Platinum. And this is the iForce Max. So you get the twin turbo V6 with the hybrid motor. And I will leave the numbers of the horsepower and torque on the screen. So this is the Crew Max with the 6.5 foot bed. And this particular truck comes in one of the coolest colors you can get, which is Lunar Rock. I love this paint job. Fun fact, this paint job started on the 2021 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro, and they just kept it. And in 2026, you can still get this color. I want to give a special shout out to South Dayton Toyota for letting me borrow this Tundra. And if you are interested in purchasing a brand new Tundra or any other Toyota vehicle, or even this particular truck, head over to my description. I will have a link. Click on that link and it will take you to the website. Thanks again, South Dayton Toyota. So this is 4x4 and it is the TRD off-road package. So you get things like Bilstein shocks, you get a rear differential lock, automatic tailgates, and I don't think this is spray and bed liner. I'm pretty sure this is the composite material. So I am 5'11" or 6 feet depending on a good day. And this is the 6.5 foot bed. So if you are interested in going overlanding, for example, I can show you. You can sleep in this thing perfectly. Yeah, we get bed lights and we get a power outlet, which is 400 watts. Cool thing about the tailgate, you can actually just nudge it up with your knee and it will automatically close. And then on top of that, we also have this button on the left. You can actually just press it and the tailgate comes down just like that. So yeah, and I think if you press it again, it'll come back up. Yeah. That's pretty cool. So with the TRD off-road package, you get these really nice TRD wheels. These are actually one of my favorite wheels. I don't think these are the same that you get on the TRD Pro, but in comparison to the previous generation Tundra TRD Pro, I like these wheels better than the outgoing generation. But as far as the 4Runner, TRD Pro, and Tacoma, I do like the outgoing generation of those TRD Pro wheels better. All right, so for the door, we get peasant blockers, which actually might help for this video. We get this nice door pocket right here. Not sure what you would put here, but bottle holders, nice padded leather. So this being the hybrid, you do lose the under-seat storage, but this is where the battery lives. On top of being able to lift the bottoms up, you can actually move the backs forward. And I dropped the plates. Oopsies. You get some extra storage space behind. If this was not the premium sound system, you would actually get a pretty deep storage space right here. All right, so now getting in, we have the side step right here. Very, very nice. We have a nice black headliner with decent headroom. The sunroof does intrude, but it's not terrible. Down here we get heated and ventilated rear seats, which is amazing to see. You get a USB-A and a USB-C outlet. And then on top of all of that, we get a 400 watt power outlet, which is really cool to see. I love seeing household outlets in vehicles. We also get 2 cup holders in the armrest. And then 2 cup holders right here. So you get 4 cup holders. And that's pretty much it. Now for the front, I love the feel of the door pull. It feels so solid. Alrighty, so now for the front seat, we get 2 memory seat settings, power folding mirrors, window controls. For the driver's seat, we get tons of power adjustments and thigh extenders, which is lovely to see. We do have 2 cup holders up front and 2 bottle holders on both doors. Something about myself is that I do love to drink Mountain Valley spring water. This is in glass, and I think this is some of the best water you can get. However, the bottle itself is pretty wide, and these almost never fit in any cup holder. So I want to test and see if this fits. So it kind of fits, but it doesn't touch the bottom of the cup holder. One thing, and I don't think this will actually fit in here either. Yeah, this doesn't really fit in here. You can actually move this bottom portion of the center armrest back. And if you notice, there is this cutout right here that you can actually remove. Now, if you've ever wondered what exactly this is meant for, that is what that is meant for. You can put big water bottles, or maybe you have like a hydro flask or an Algene bottle or whatever. You can literally put that here and you are good to go. I want to check the back cup holders. Okay, so the back cup holders actually fit. That's crazy. So I wonder why the back cup holders are slightly larger than the front ones. This is the Tundra key, nothing fancy, just a basic key. You get the tailgate release right here. We're gonna start this baby up. Foot on the brake. Again, I apologize, the sun is right in my face. So there's a look at the display gauge cluster screen. So we get this massive 14-inch display infotainment. It is actually really nice. This thing is, this is like an iPad right here, guys. Like, do you really need something this big? No, but I'm gonna tell you right now, this is nice to have. I cannot lie. We get dual zone climate control. We get heated seats, we get ventilated seats, all the good stuff. You get a rear differential locker. I'm gonna turn the hazards on. I'm gonna show you guys that later. We also get tailgate release button right there. We get a wireless phone charger, 4-wheel drive, transfer case controls. We get drive modes, MTS, crawl control, tow haul mode, all the good stuff. Then as for the center armrest, you get USB-C and a USB-A, and then we get little coin slot holders right there. Pretty deep center console, and we also get a USB-A right there as well. Glove box, average size glove box, nothing crazy going on there. We get heated steering wheel right here, parking sensors, gas cap release, bed lights, and the power outlets inverter. Here's a look at the really massive moonroof. Let's see. Yeah, so you just hold it. It opens the shade completely. And then you can hit this to open the moonroof. Like so. And then press it again to move it back even further. I'm gonna show you guys something really cool. If you roll all the windows down, this button right here opens the back window. I don't know about you guys, but who needs a Jeep Gladiator when you got this going on? This is cool. The Tundra has always had this back window feature. I'm gonna show you guys the sequential turn signals. You guys like the sequential turn signals in the Tundra? You have the TRD embossed in the grille right there, and on the bottom it says Tundra. So with the brand new 26 Tundras on the Capstone 1794 and the Platinum, you actually get massaging seats. So you hit this button right here, got the seat controls, massage. Gonna hit the driver's seats, turn it on. Oh wow, hold on. This is crazy. I've never experienced massaging seats in any vehicle. Okay, well that's pretty cool. The refresh rate on the screen is, I don't know what it is. It's probably like 120 frames, but it is very smooth. Now as for the gauge cluster, you know, we get our boost information, we get the speedometer of course, and the tachometer. I like the fact that the information clusters for the fuel and the temperature, battery voltage, all that stuff is like a little bar. And over here is our basic controls for the blind spot monitoring, parking sensors, all the good stuff, fuel economy average. Now for the engine This is the V35A, I believe. The twin turbo V6, and this is how you know it's the hybrid. Look at all those orange cables. It also says iForce Max. This engine makes a lot of horsepower, a lot of torque, and I'm sure you guys all know what's going on with the engines, but this is just a review, not a critique. Alrighty guys, time for the POV drive. The truck is on, but the engine's not. The battery is on though, so if I wanted to drive, I can. So, let me see how this works here. Okay. This is actually my first time driving the brand new Tundra. So this is pretty much a first impressions. Alrighty. Turn signal sound. Sounds pretty good. This thing sounds good. I forgot we have a heads-up display. I just noticed that. Oh, there goes the turbos. Wow, this thing has some pickup. Oh my goodness. Wow, this thing has power. Oh my goodness, guys. You just get on the gas and you're moving. The turbo sounds are pretty cool. The brakes are pretty responsive. I like the bite that it has. I gotta keep in mind that this truck is much longer than my Tundra because this is the Crew Max with the 6.5 foot bed. Seating position, I will say, is a little different than my Tundra. I feel like I'm sitting more in a car than a pickup truck. The windshield is significantly smaller. It's a lot more sloped down. Let me know if you guys own one of these 3rd gen Tundras. Tell me about your experience, if you've had any issues. But yeah, honestly guys, so far I do enjoy the driving experience of this Tundra. Drives really smooth. The power delivery is really nice. So much torque on this thing. It's crazy. This thing feels good, guys. Oh my gosh. Would I ever consider trading in my 5.7 Tundra for one of the newer ones? Absolutely not. I still love my V8. I am team V8 all day, baby. There is a little bit of turbo lag though. This truck is relatively quiet, I will say that. Alrighty guys, pretty smooth test drive. I love this truck, drives great. Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for the 2026 Toyota Tundra Platinum with the TRD off-road package, iForce Max, and the Lunar Rock. Again, special thanks to South Dayton Toyota for letting me borrow this truck. And if you are interested in purchasing this truck, head over to my description and click on that link. Please subscribe if you want to see some more POV drive videos and even more Toyota content in general. I'm a big Toyota truck guy, so if you want to see some more, just subscribe. And I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.